But do you find it? Let's go off topic here. But don't
Yeah.
you find it fascinating that? So Albert Einstein came up with E equals MC squared, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it in such a short amount of time, like it took us how many centuries, millennia to get there, and then from then to here, we just did so much in a short amount of time.
Okay.
Like why were we so dumb before that? Okay. Like what made us so stupid before that? And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, bam.
Okay. It looks that way. It only looks that way. Okay. I have books from 5 years before E equals MC squared. That would have been the year 1900.
Okay.
I have books. You read those science books. You read those books and say, the discoveries of recent years are so vast and so amazing. We are lucky to be living in special times. Look at the steamships across the ocean. We're laying telegraph cables. We can now communicate great distances. We have the railroads across the country. The world is smaller than ever before. What a great time to be alive. That's what they're writing in the year 1900.
Right.
So that's what you sound like today. What a great time to be alive. Look at all the discoveries we've made. All I'm telling you is, when you're living in a great time, every year feels like you're living in a special time. Come back in 100 years, you'll say, those idiots back in 2019, what the hell did they know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can go back to 1999 and be like, a computer. It was,
Right, or no. In 1999, no one has any concept yet of a smartphone.
Yeah. Well, we had the Palm Pilot, I believe.
I had a Palm Pilot.
I had a Palm Pilot, and I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, you thought it was great. I remember I remember 1987 movie Wall Street.
Yes.
Okay? In that movie, there's Gecko on the beach in the Hamptons with a cell phone.
Yes.
And it's like shoulder-mounted cell phone.
Yep.
Right? I remember, because I saw that movie in first run, and I remembered, wow, that's cool. He could walk, and there's no wires, and he's talking on a phone. And any of us today looking at that say, what the hell were we thinking?
I remember my brother's first cell phone was about the size of that book, that physics energy book, and you had to
Big
carry
fat book on my table.
It had
here.
a handle that pulled out.
Oh,
and
yeah?
it still had like a receiver and the buttons were separate. It was like
But it was portable.
It was portable. I used to sit in my brother's car and talk to my girlfriend at the time, like 1988, 89.
You're showing off in front of your girlfriend.
Because he had free minutes after like 9 o'clock, so I would use it then, and it wasn't long distance. Didn't matter. Then.
Right. So the evidence you're living in special times is that at every moment you think you're living in a special time.
Okay. Let's go with not just E equals MC squared. Let's say from like the mid 1800s to now, we made some big strides. But what was happening before that just we were not doing anything? It just seems like we were not being logical back then.
In the middle of the 1800s, we discovered and perfected and harnessed electricity.
Right. That's what I'm saying. When all that started.
Since you want to go before electricity?
Yeah, before that. Like, let's go 1700s.
Oh.
We were just like, what were we doing?
The steam engine.
Okay.
Steamships. Excuse me.
All right. All right, let's go 1600s.
1600s. We discovered that Earth goes around the sun. The Earth is not in the middle of the known universe.
What was that guy's name again? That was Galileo?
Galileo.
Yes, see? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
So, no, there were discoveries.
Making sure you're
making sure
you're legit.
I'm on
Make sure this isn't just internet trickery.
It is true that discoveries happened less frequently.
Right.
It is less likely that there was an engineering discovery that would change your life at that time. That is true. But think of the mindset. If any discovery changed your life at that time, that was amazing.